To the stimulus payments going out as early as this weekend. ABC Action News reporter Rebecca Petit spent the day sorting through the numbers and tells you what it means for your stimulus check.
Many Americans are still experiencing financial pain 1 year after the pandemic shut down the economy. This historic COVID relief package signed by President
Everyone, regardless of income, will qualify for the $400 rebate as long as they pay taxes.
It'll go far in helping with price increases not only at the pump, but at the grocery store and on our utility bills. Californians are hurting and they need relief.
I asked if those on fixed income qualified too, like low-income retirees, veterans, and disabled Californians who receive government benefits and do not work.
President Biden is ready to enact a new Social Security change. Millions of people will see new adjustments to their monthly benefit checks. Some analysts say that seniors will be eligible for as much as $2,000. So now for decades, Social Security has been one of the most divisive topics in politics. But with the old age, survivors, and disability insurance trust fund that help provide money for Social Security benefits starting to decline and expected to be depleted by 2035, there is no longer an issue that lawmakers can afford to punt on. If something isn't done in the next 12 years to shore up the program, retirees will be looking at a significant cut to their benefits. President Biden is well aware of this and is working on making changes that will better benefit the fund of the program and also improve the current benefits. Many people argue that there is not enough to keep up with the high cost of living. And the biggest problem facing Social Security right now is the old age, survivors, and disability insurance trust fund, which will be out of money very soon. When that happens, the SSA only expects to be able to cover about 77% of the scheduled benefits. The main way the Social Security Administration funds the Social Security payroll is to payroll taxes. Individuals and employers must pay at least 6.2% on their earned wages. Self-employed individuals must pay 12% tax. The idea is that you pay into the program while you're younger and working full-time, and then collect benefits once you retire or are close to retirement. But there is a limit on how much of an individual's earnings can be taxed for Social Security. In 2023, that limit will be $160,000. These payroll taxes haven't been enough to cover scheduled benefits, which is why the old age, survivors, and disability insurance trust fund has been drained. One idea many Democratic politicians is to increase the amount of an individual's earnings that can be taxed at $250,000 or more. And Biden does seem to agree with the idea in general, noting in his plan that he wants high-earning Americans to pay the same taxes on their earnings as middle-class families do. But the former Social Security Deputy Commissioner stated that this is an open-end position for President Biden who could lead into a bipartisan solution. And with the latest COLA increase, all retired workers who receive the average in benefits will now get $1,900 starting in January. And for a retired couple who are both receiving benefits, the average monthly check will increase from $2,800 to $3,000. Each year, the SSA incorporates a cost of living adjustment to Social Security benefits. It's just based on inflation. The goal is to prevent retirees' benefits from losing purchasing power as the cost of living increases. Currently, the COLA is calculated by using price data from the Consumer Price Index and the Urban Wage Earners and Clerical Workers information. So, it tracks a market basket of goods and services. Many argue that this index is not really representative of common expenses and that many older Americans claiming Social Security have. The SSA, everybody, does offer a special minimum benefit that is essentially Social Security benefits for individuals who have earned a lower earning over a long period of time to qualify for the special minimum benefits. A retiree must have worked at least 11 years. In 2022, the special minimum benefit started at $45 a month for a worker with at least 11 years of coverage. A worker with 30 years of coverage will get $950, but the qualification rules for the program and the way they've changed over the years has made the special benefit difficult to qualify for. Now, Biden will seek to revolutionize the special minimum benefit by giving workers with at least 30 years of coverage a benefit of at least 125% of the poverty level. So, what are your thoughts on this? And do you think that Joe Biden, President Biden, and everybody like the Democrats and Republicans can get along and send out stimulus checks? Tell me what you think in the comments.
Speaker, I wonder if you've thought at all as you are set to lead leadership about what it's meant for your female colleagues here, about women who might want to join Congress, seeing you as a person who has blazed a lot of trails here.
I appreciate that question as well. When I came to Congress, there were 23 women, 12 Democrats and 11 Republicans. Out of 435 people, there were 23, over 400 men and 23 women. Come on, get out of here. So some of us just made a decision. We have to change this. We have to recruit, we have to fund, we have to encourage women to run, give confidence to them that not only should they be here, they are needed to be here. And we now have 90 Democrats. They have 30, I think, something Republicans, and they've made some progress lately, and that's good. But we need more. And we need more people of color and the rest. And I take great pride that our caucus is about 70% women, people of color, LGBTQ, the beautiful diversity of America. In terms of women, though, they're always asking me, I get asked all of them, what advice do you have? I say the best advice I ever had that I extend to you is be yourself. You're the only person in the history of the world who is you. What you have is authentic.
Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf today with a pitch to give some Pennsylvania residents a little extra cash at a time when they're paying extra for essentials.
People need help right now, and we can afford to do this as a Commonwealth right now.
Wolf and Democrats are making another run at a plan to send households making up to $80,000.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer has pushed hard for this increase, and Republican leaders in the state have floated the same idea. The package includes a $500 rebate for individuals with an income of less than $125,000 and joint fathers making less than $250,000 as well. Another one of the bills would repeal the retirement tax in the state. Earlier this year, Governor Whitmer said repealing the state retirement tax ban, repealing the retirement plan would save 500,000 Michigan households an average of $1,000 per year. Senate Republican Shelley Moore Capito has introduced separate legislation to overhaul the permitting process for energy projects, as Democrats debate a similar proposal agreed on by Chuck Schumer and Manchin. Capito said the ranking member of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee presented a bill as necessary to give industry regulatory certainty. She also said the proposal would expedite the completion of the Mountain Valley Pipeline, a project set to run through West Virginia. Manchin has made the competition of the pipeline a major priority, and the summary of the side deal reached with Schumer includes removing several obstacles to the goal. Senator Capito said in a statement, since our calls for action and offers to see legislative text from permitting the deal remain unheeded, Republicans are introducing this bill today to deliver solutions to roadblocks, delays, and postponements of key infrastructure projects across the country. House Natural Resources Committee Chairman Rohl led more than 70 House Democrats in a letter asking House leadership not to include Manchin's measure in stopgap funding that will prevent a government shutdown. Senior citizens can now expect a Social Security COLA increase of around 10%. New details of the annual boost to Social Security benefits have been released. Millions of recipients can expect to get a huge increase on payments. So here's your daily news, everybody. Last year, the Social Security Administration announced a massive 5.9% cost of living adjustment for all benefit payments in 2022. This represented a boost of $93 for the average recipient and was the most significant increase offered by the Social Security Administration. In nearly 40 years, that was in response to the sky-high rate of inflation recorded in the second half of 2021. But that trend was continued through this year, and experts are expecting another bumper increase. An analysis suggests that the COLA increase for 2023 could be close to 10% if inflation does continue to rise. The COLA increase is calculated using the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers.